Welcome to this lesson, which is all about finding trends. So trends are a little bit different from niches. I'll explain exactly what they are and give you some examples. So what are trends? Trends typically fall within the niche. So you have your sort of broad niche, and then within that niche, you have your trends. And usually they are time sensitive. So they're based on what people are currently looking for at the moment, and they fluctuate. And you'll find that some of them get really popular really, really quickly, and then they get unpopular and other things pop up, and it's very up and down with trends. So you need to sort of keep your finger on the pulse as to what is currently trending. So this is just a bit of a visual example. So obviously we talked about niches in the last lesson. Wedding niche would be the niche, and an example of a trend within this niche would be blush wedding stationery. So people looking for the term blush pink. Common trend types. Now there isn't really any fast rule for what trends are, but some things that I've noticed are pretty, I guess, universal in terms of how often they pop up are colors. So colors like blue is an example of a color. Themes, people might be looking for something which has white roses all of a sudden. So everyone's looking for that, I guess, wedding stationery that have white roses, things like that. That's an example of a theme. Greenery is another really, really popular one. And products. So products are obviously the most common, and those are things that are actual products within the niche. For example, sanitizer label was a trend which rose 2 years ago for obvious reasons, and then it fell off again when it wasn't needed anymore. So that is an example of how trends work. So I'm going to jump across. I'm going to show you a couple of ways to track trends and find what is currently trending. And as part of this membership, I do trends for you on a weekly basis. So you get 5 trends which are currently trending on a weekly basis. And you also get an in-depth document once a month, which is 108 digital products that are currently trending. So I'm going to jump across to the screen share now. So the very first way I want to show you to find trends is using a tool called Keyword Tool Dominator. So that is the URL at the top, keywordtooldominator.com. Now, if you go up to Keyword Tools and go down to Etsy Keyword Tool, what you can do is type in a fairly generic term. So for example, let's say that we are wanting to research spelled that wrong, birthday invitation. So it'll load for a second, and then what it will do is it'll bring up all the terms which are close to that, which are currently trending. So you can see we've got the one at the top, but then as you scroll down, we can see pool party is currently trending. Boy, age 7, Encanto, horse. So you can see that's a really, really easy way to see what is currently trending, and you get 2 free searches with this tool a day without having to buy anything. So it's a great tool. Actually how I found the trend for my fishing birthday invitation, which is one of my best selling products to date. So definitely recommend this one. There is an easy way to do this in Etsy as well. So if you just go to the Etsy homepage, don't be logged in or anything. At the very top, if you just click in here and you start typing, so I'm typing printable. These terms are what are currently trending. So it'll automatically sort of pop up what is currently trending. So you can see these are all the things which are, yellow roses, exactly. That's an example of a current trend. So if you were to make a whole heap of birthday invites with yellow roses, they would most likely sell really well. Now moving across to Insight Factory, which is a tool I use. I have quite a few tools that I use, but this is one of them. So what I like to do is I like to go into Etsy Trends, and I like to search sort of another generic term. So wedding invitation. And you can see all of these pop up. So basically this will give you an idea of how much is currently selling and what the competition looks like. So you can see this one here, wedding invites with QR code template. Currently there's only 744 products that fit this search term on Etsy. And on the very first page, this one here indicates how many sales that those products have had today. So that is a high selling product. That's a really great one to make. You can see another trend here, wedding invitation and envelope blush. So that one is a great one to look at if you're going to make some digital products. It's great to just do a bit of a research to spark some ideas, because you'll always be surprised with what is currently trending. Now, finally, I'm going to jump into Sales Samurai. So Sales Samurai is another tool. It shows you other trending sort of terms, but it gives you different stats. So I'm just going to jump into the search. So what I'm going to do is search Canva template. Now it'll take a second to actually bring up what is trending. So it shows you, as soon as you search for something, it pulls up a whole heap of stats. The areas that we want to look at are down here in suggestions. And what we want to do is we want to filter by search volume. So that is minimal and that's maximum. So you can see ebook templates Canva has a really, really high Etsy search volume, has a really high click-through rate as well. So that's a really great way to see what is currently trending, what is being searched for, because obviously the higher the search volume, the easier it will be to make sales because you've got people looking for that product. So that is all in terms of looking for trends and how to find what is currently trending. So what I want you to do is actually have a play with looking for some trends, whether you use the sort of free method, which is on Etsy or Keyword Tool Dominator, or if you want to go with the paid method, Sales Samurai or Insight Factory are both paid, but they're both great as well. So I want you to go in, find some trends and start thinking of some products.